In the last video, I showed you how to find out whether Google Analytics is installed on your website using a Chrome extension called Tag Assistant. If you found that it wasn't installed, then this video is for you. I'm Carolyn James from Website Insights. In my articles and videos, I show you how to use data to make online marketing decisions confidently. Let's see how to create a Google Analytics account and get the tracking code snippet that you'll need to install on your website. To set up your Google Analytics account, go to analytics.google.com and click the button Set Up for Free. First, you create the account itself, which only requires an account name. You'll probably use your business name for this. Then you'll review the recommended settings. At the end, click Next. Then you'll get to the Properties screen. In Google Analytics, a property generally corresponds to a website, or it could be an app. If I had more than one website, I could have an account with multiple properties in it. If you follow the default prompts, this screen will create just a GA4 property. However, right now we're in a transition between the old Universal Analytics and the new GA4, and it's recommended that you create both types of properties. Ultimately, GA4 will have more features than Universal Analytics, but currently it doesn't have reports that are as user-friendly as those in the older version. So standard practice is to create both. So after you've typed a property name, choose the appropriate time zone and currency, then be sure to click on Advanced Options before you click Next. In Advanced Options, toggle the switch to select Create a Universal Analytics property. Enter your website URL and select Create both a Google Analytics 4 and a Universal Analytics property. Now you can click Next. Next, you'll need to enter some details about your business, then click Create. You'll be asked to review and agree to some terms and conditions. When that's done, your report screen will display and you'll see your first empty Google Analytics report. The reason it's empty is that although you've specified your website in the setup, Google Analytics won't have access to the data from your website until you place a piece of code called a tracking code snippet on your website. To get the tracking code snippet, click on the admin menu at the bottom left. Then click on Tracking Code in the center column. The code snippet that you'll need to place on your website is everything in the box. The instructions directly above it tell you that the code needs to be in the head of every web page that you want to track. If that doesn't sound like something you can do yourself because you're not used to working in the back end of your website, you will send this tracking code snippet to your web developer and ask for it to be added as per the instructions. Once that code is on your website, you'll start to collect data on website visitors and what they've viewed. Once the code's there, there is a simple way that you can test that it's working. Go to the real-time reports up near the top of the menu on the left, choose Content from the sub-menu. Then keep your eye on this report as you navigate through different pages on your website, and in real time you'll see the page views appearing as bars on the right when a new page is viewed, and the names of the pages in the table below. I also want to point out that there is an alternative way to install Google Analytics, and that is to use another tool called Google Tag Manager. For the longer term, that will give you the capacity to track more easily a variety of actions on your website, but using Google Analytics alone is a good way to get started if you don't have any tracking set up at the moment. Thanks for watching. I try to make my articles and videos stand alone so you can learn something from each one. There's always something more I'd like to include, but I have to draw the line. On my website, you'll find more articles and videos where you can learn how to use data to make online marketing decisions confidently.